give it a couple more minutes.
This is Atlanta Cast Network.
Welcome back. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Atlanta Carcast. We are live on your airwaves. Yeah. He's so excited.
Live, ain't it? You live? Whew.
It's so excited. I go by the name of Mister. We are back to this person. She took the week off last week. I think she was on PTO. But we don't get paid, so she ain't do nothing. Miss TJ, aka www.tiajakes.com, aka your all things everything person. She does great events. She did a great birthday bash over the weekend. We may talk about that, we may not, I don't know, but that was awesome. Above her always Mr. Skip of Skip's Trophies and More, or skip.williams.1. He has an old man profile name. That is so weird. But anyway, all your trophy needs, get them in now. The season is upon us. It's already started. So if you haven't locked your orders in, please get them in. If you can't reach them on those platforms, please reach out to AtlantaCastNetwork.com. Last but not least, Qwueen Con representing South Kakalana. I don't know what they call it. Kakalaki, something.
Yeah, all of that.
Something like that. The one with the bass, the one with the tweeters, the one with the one of the best trucks in the South or in the actual country. Shout out to Qwueen Con. Nighthawk with the T is still on vacation. I don't know. He's trail riding all over. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he on.
He going from city to city and state to state.
I don't know what he on. I don't know what he on. But anyway, we back. We got a loaded show for y'all tonight. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat so far. Skullkeeper, we love you, brother. You're always first in the chat. We appreciate you for viewing every week. Skullkeeper, we miss you. Can't wait to see you again. But anyway, people, how was your week? Miss TJ, I know you had a long week. You were tired. You had that event. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but go ahead, start us off. How was your week?
I'm really happy to be here. First and foremost, I did have an extremely long week. A good friend of mine turned 50, and we had a 50th birthday party that was out of this world for him on this past Saturday. It was amazing. I don't even have words for it. I'm kind of tired, as I was the person who executed the party on behalf of his wife. It was, as the kids would say, it was lit. I'm still tired from it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, if you need somebody to throw an event, I'm just gonna toot her horn for her because she's so modest and bashful and all of that jazz. She throws a hell of an event, golf event, parties, birthday parties. They have all of the fixings, as the old people used to say, for any event. Holla at Miss DJ. She not only does what she does all that as well, and she makes it look effortless every time. Mr. Skip, how was your week?
My weekend was great, man. I actually helped one of my friends out that runs youth basketball tournaments, AAU type style tournaments, and we had he needed some help this weekend with security and just an adult there, pretty much. And I saw some great basketball games with these kids this weekend.
Yeah.
One thing I got to commend them on, I'm going to talk about this on Monday on the sports podcast, but these kids are being taught sportsmanship like no other. Like, I watched them run into each other like football players and fall down, and then they pick each other up. The older kids also, versus, man, you hit me. No arguments, no nothing. It was great, man. Had a ball Saturday and Sunday, so I had a straight.
What's up?
Coming in, and we're gonna be on the ball Saturday morning.
That's what's up. Qwueen Kong.
You know me, like you said, city to city, state to state, county to county, going to car shows. So, you know, I was in Fayetteville. My week felt pretty long because I do have good times at these car shows. So that tires me out. So I've been trying to just, you know, get it and prep. This is third week continuously. So we've been traveling for the past 3 weeks now.
Wow.
So if somebody was a fan of yours because you go so many places and they missed your post, they don't follow you on TikTok, where can they find your calendar since you're on this like tour, so to speak? So if somebody were to really try to see where you were gonna be, is there a place they can go?
You know what? That would be a good idea. Like, I don't have a calendar. But then I also don't want to, because the type of vehicle I have, I don't just want to put it out there and then something goes wrong and I'm not able to, you know what I'm saying? Because I had that happen last year at the Ruckus show, and the night, like 3 hours before, something went wrong and I couldn't make it. So I don't want people to, I don't like disappointing people at all.
Yeah. Because Raphael Capone, who has the H2 Hummer and Lex Copperfield, they do like what they call a red carpet tour. Skip, you know about that. And they actually, is that what that is? Yeah. They go from all around. So they kind of broadcast where they're going or whatever. Yeah, you're right. That might not be a good thing. It depends on the situation.
No, but I never thought about it. Like doing a calendar online. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. My week was same old. I'm a kind of political guy, so I've been keeping my beater on what's been going on with y'all president and with the tariffs and all that. So yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Anybody else on the planet would have been arrested for insider trading.
It's an interesting week.
Ooh.
Sure. And fun fact. He increased this extension, and it actually ends on Miss TJ's birthday. So I don't know what kind of day this is gonna be for your birthday this year, but it might not be good.
Nah, her birthday's gonna be good regardless.
Absolutely. If I'm here for it, it's gonna be a good day for me
regardless.
That's right.
That's right.
So we now know 90 days is Miss TJ's birthday. So shout out to her. So anyway, so we got a fun one for y'all tonight. First guest that's coming up, actually multiple. We're gonna do a fusion of two different people. No introduction is really needed, but I'll still do it. Friends of the show, partners, collaborators, also in the car world, doing a lot of great things, and they got some special things coming up. And they're here to talk about it. So without further ado, first we're gonna bring up Miss Kelly and our first guest on Atlanta Carcast, if y'all did not know. So y'all give it up for Miss Kelly and Miss Bobbie.
My girls.
Hey.
My girls.
Hey.
Bobbie be wilding out.
I love that necklace, Bobbie.
Thank you.
And then she disappeared. What happened?
Where'd I go?
Nice echoing.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Are y'all in the same room?
No, you're not.
Where's my back?
There you go.
Do I sound okay?
Mute one of them, you can figure out who it is.
I muted Bobbie and it disappeared.
It is her.
Okay,
Damn it, Bobbie.
Do you have a Bluetooth speaker on somewhere?
Are you listening? Are you looking at it on the TV or a laptop or a different device? Turn all the other devices off except for that device we're looking at your beautiful face on. Keep that device on. Why would you do that? Miss Kelly, welcome back. American Street Machines Incorporated. We were supposed to be broadcasting live at your venue tonight, but weather prevented it. I saw that storm that you were speaking of coming. I was in Georgia, and I saw it coming, and it looked like it was coming that way. So I believe you. So that's why we're still virtual tonight. So how have you been? How was life?
As everyone has mentioned, it's car show season, folks. So we got a lot of stuff going on. I love my calendar. I do have my calendar. But yeah, it's car show season. We'll talk about that once Bobbie gets straightened out there. But yes, want to make sure we are safe, not sorry. Hail, you can't beat. So the hail was our biggest concern of you guys driving, anyone driving in that. So we want to make sure everybody's safe. We will be back at American Street Machines the next one. Let's go.
Absolutely. Let me see
Bobbie,
if we can unmute Bobbie.
I need the glasses and the necklace, Bobbie.
Right.
I'm like, well,
Right.
we'll like to go get hot. Oh my God.
Bobbie sipping on Wild Irish Rose over there. Y'all remember that?
Hey.
Look,
There you go.
yeah.
Did you unmute it?
I missed y'all.
Yeah.
Bobbie? So tell us what
There
you
it
got coming up this week. No, let's back up. Let's back up. For first time viewers, Bobbie has a foundation called Beyond the Ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about Beyond the Ribbon.
Yes. So I started Beyond the Ribbon 7 years ago. We assist cancer families in our community. And we have, since we started, paid out $250,000.
Wow.
Woo!
Super stoked about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm very proud of what we do, and thanks to you guys, we just keep getting bigger and better. And we got a lot of cool shows coming up this year.
Okay.
Right.
So, a little bit more about Beyond the Ribbon. There are many foundations that specialize in just one cancer or another. What we really like about Beyond the Ribbon is that it pays homage to all the variety of cancers. I think every single one of us has been affected by cancer in our lives in some capacity. So it's really, something that is near and dear to our hearts. And if you could tell us a little bit about the event you have coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, so we are partnering with the city of Lawrenceville. This is our third year with them, but it's called Lawrenceville Boogie. And our part, with Kelly being our host, we are they're blocking off the square for us. They're going to have 3 music stages. It's just it is so much fun. Actually had one of the lowriders group contact me and said they were bringing like 12 cars. So
Wow.
it's like all the cars, because my thought is cancer affects everyone. And so I want all of those car clubs and everybody out there, because we got to help our families. It's so big. And I know one of the ladies in y'all's community, Miss Jackie, is struggling right now.
Yes.
We heard about that.
Yeah. So, it's an everyday thing. It changes. Every story changes every day for me. But I love what I do, and I can't do what I do without people like you. So I'm just so grateful. Y'all don't know. I am so grateful to know y'all and just let me be a part of your world, because that allows me to help our cancer families.
We feel the same about you, Bobbie. We feel the exact same about you. Now, how many events a year do you actually do?
Say that again.
How many events per year do you actually do?
Oh gosh, I counted up last year. We did like 24 events. And that's, car shows, bingo, kids day at the farm, our survivor spa days. We adopt families for Christmas. It is something all the time. But I couldn't do it without my team. So kudos to them.
Wow.
But yeah, 24. I was like, wow, that's a lot of events.
That is.
Here's the thing Bobbie's not saying. Here's what she's not saying because we know her. She spends so much money out of her pocket to help these families. If a family comes across her, she could just be out somewhere, hear about a family. They might just need food. It doesn't matter what it is. Bobbie's going to stop what she's doing. She's going to spend her own money and she's going to take care of those families. And because of that, we feel so special. We feel like what you do is so special, and we always want to be a part of anything that you do because it means so much to our community at large. And I just want to tell you publicly how amazing you are and how important your work is and how, we will do everything and anything to support you. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And real quick, let me toot y'all horn again. These three women on the bottom are what I consider to be people who add value when they're not asked to do so. So you could just be talking or telling a story and they'll say, oh, I got a person that can help with that. They volunteer and they push forward without being asked for. That's called what they used to say back in the day. I don't know if they still do it, going above and beyond the call of duty. These three women are notorious for connecting dots. They are habitual dot connectors.
Yeah.
So please, if you are connected with them already and you don't have their numbers in your phone, please put their numbers in your phone because they are incredible and I love what they're doing. So let's get to this event here. So Bobbie, Beyond the Ribbon presents Let's Boogie and Beyond Car Show. Talk about it.
Yeah, so I'm so excited about this. It's last year was it's a block party and we've got the main stage, we have Jazz in the Alley, we have the Boot Scoot stage, and we have a kids area. We probably have over 40 vendors, and we're right there on the square, so you can go to your favorite restaurant, grab something to eat, pull up your blanket, chair, whatever, and sit in front of whichever stage and just have fun. And it's so rewarding to see the community as a whole just come together and achieve wonderful things and have a good time doing it.
So tell us about this Boot Scoot stage. Is this the cowboy boots and they're going to be doing some line dancing kind of things going on there?
Well, I mean, you know what? I'll be in the middle of the street, so you never know what I'm going to do.
Where the fan at?
Little, so yeah.
We know you dance, Kelly. We've seen you in action.
Moves than me. I think I do after a couple glasses of wine. So
okay, that sounds like a lot of fun.
So watch this. So we talked about it. I think it was last pod about the evolution of the car culture and car shows, and talking about how these little small micro cities are taking something like a car show and building it around the whole city. So is this show similar to that, where the city of Lawrenceville has kind of embraced it, and now it's like the whole city is coming out? Like I was in Monroe, Georgia, and I was going to the post office, and I just stumbled upon it. People were everywhere. You had the police involved, all the fire department. Everybody was bought into something that had the foundation of a car show. Is that what you're now elevating to that level?
And I mean, thanks to Kelly, she hooked us up with City of Lilburn, and I mean, totally on the fly in 60 days. We pulled
Wow.
together a Leapin' Lilburcon St. Patty's Day show, and we had
A little Burgon. Okay.
That's cute. Rubicon.
That's a good one.
That is.
Yeah, well, I got to go with them. And she connected me with City of Sugar Hill, and I mean, they're like, yeah, so we're doing one with them in June, and I'm so excited. Thank you again, Kelly.
Look, guys. Well,
When they county sheriff's department,
yeah.
and we are doing a car show in conjunction with their back to school bash at the county fairgrounds. Last year they gave out 6,000 backpacks.
Wow.
So
Wow.
they were like, "Well, we got all this land out here, like this." I was like, "Okay, I don't know we're gonna do it."
So the story with everything, it's a quick story, is she walked up to me at the Gwinnett County Public Schools Board car show and said, "I've heard about you. I just want to connect with you." This is 4 years ago.
Yep.
And I said, "Oh, are you sure?" She said, "Yes." And since then, we've done many car shows. I think this is our second full year this year. So maybe third year coming up. And hey, we have a great time, guys. If it rolls, bring it. It doesn't have to be a show car. It can be something fun, cool. Have Rust, have patina, have whatever. It's for charity. So we just try to tell people, if it rolls, bring it. We have a great time. The City of Lilburn with the Leprechaun Fest was amazing. This is an amazing event. So I'm honored to be the host of these events. But we'll talk more about my events coming up other than Beyond the Ribbon. But I 100% love Beyond the Ribbon. Please visit beyondtheribbon.org to check out all the events we're talking about. We have many, many more. But yes, if it rolls, bring it, folks. Get out there. Come to other things. The bingo's amazing. Bring the car. If it's not perfect, it's okay. Slingshots, cars, motorcycles, trucks, jacked up trucks, little cars, big cars, tiny cars, whatever. Bring it.
Yeah.
That's right. So 185 West Krogan. How you pronounce that? Krogan.
The
Okay.
downtown
Krogan Street.
square is going to be closed. We are taking it over, folks. Taking
So
over
this
the
is a
square.
festival. It's more like a festival then, huh?
Yes.
Well, like a festival.
40 vendors. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
So
I'm
this is
also
April 12th.
excited about next month with Tia.
Yes.
We're doing a combo
Yep.
car show with, is it My Sister's Keepers?
Yes, my sister's keeper.
Yes.
So thank you, Bobbie.
Yes, I'm doing that the Saturday before Mother's Day. Got a little bingo. I might see if I can get one of my massage therapists to come over.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe what's up?
I was like, oh my God.
Love it.
we're super excited. Super excited.
So am I, Tia. Thank you.
Yes. No problem. Thank you for everything. Really.
So April 12th is going down 185 West Krogan Street, Lawrenceville Square in Lawrenceville, Georgia, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This is from 3 to 7. When is load in?
The cars can start coming in like 1:30.
1:30. The gates will open to the whole city, the whole square. They're shutting it down. Over 30 trophies, best in show, mayor's choice, kids' choice. If you want to meet the mayor of the city, you can meet them. They got a 50-50 raffle, vendors, 3 stages, live music. They got a kids area. All of the restaurants that are in that area are supporting, and they are open for business. So, boom, you can't beat this. I mean, Bobbie is really, really. I met Bobbie at one of her. I don't know if it was one of her first shows, but it was at the brewery. With when I was with Camaro Nation, and I saw her running around, and everybody just people don't understand when you're throwing an event, and we're gonna talk about car shows later in the show. If y'all saw the title of the show, it says if hosting a car show, yada yada yada. But when you're actually throwing a car show, people don't understand the amount of times that somebody calls your name. So if it's Skip's throwing Battle for the Ring, Skip. It's like Skip. At the end of the day, Skip wants to change his fucking name. Like,
Right.
same thing with Bobbie. It was like I kept seeing people saying, Bobbie, where's Bobbie? Where's Bobbie? Bobbie. I was like, who is Bobbie? You know, I just got invited for a car show. But when I saw her ping-ponging around with all that energy, and when she got to speaking about the cause that was behind what she's doing, I mean, you can't help but to want to support it. You know,
Absolutely.
you really you can't help. So Beyond the Ribbon is near and dear to our heart. We appreciate y'all supporting us. We love supporting you. And this is just the beginning. So yeah. I love the
Kelly's got
relationship.
some shows that she wants to talk about real quick. So
Yeah.
Kelly,
I'll make it fast. A quick way to follow everything, like I said, beyondribbon.org. For me, American Street Machines on Facebook or Instagram, mostly Facebook for American Street Machines, but all of our list is posted there quarterly, the calendar. So coming up, of course, on Saturday, I'm honored to be the hostess with the mostest, they call me, Classic Car Mama for downtown Lawrenceville. The next day, so we have car shows and cruise-ins. That should be another thing that you guys do. So there's a cruise-in, you cruise out. So Andretti's down there in Buford, they're having a big Andretti's Formula One party. They're having 9 to 11 and the hosts of their cruise-in. No trophies, just cruising in, enjoying the race. The 19th, I will be at Trickham. If you are in Lilburn and can't make it out there to Tia's, we don't want to get those coincide, but it's also for cancer. May 10th, Tucker Cruise In again. So downtown Tucker, the second Saturday of every month, they have a cruise in. So on May 10th, American Street Machines is the block sponsor of that one on May 10th. So downtown Tucker, 10 to 2, cruise in. Rides on the River out there in Cartersville. So if you're north in the area, that's a huge car show on May 17th. May 31st, Southeastern Railway Museum, the Train Museum, great for kids. It's a local place here in Duluth. It's a train museum. We're doing a charity fundraising car show. I will be the host of that one also. And then we are back, Beyond the Ribbon's back in Sugar Hill. Is that the 14th, Bobbie?
Yes.
Yes. On June 14th, we'll be in downtown Sugar Hill for a car show down there. And then on June 21st, downtown Duluth for veterans. So Duluth Rotary for veterans on June 21st. Then July, as we mentioned, we will be at Gwinnett County Fairgrounds Beyond the Ribbon. I believe that's the 19th. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, but also on the 12th, we're working with the American Legion and doing a poker run, and half the proceeds will go to the Veterans Homeless Shelter in Cherokee, and the other half will come to me. So really excited about that.
And that's May 12th or June 12th, ma'am? Which one? I don't remember.
July 12th.
July 12th. Okay, perfect. So lots of information. Follow American Street Machines and beyondtheribbon.org or Beyond the Ribbon on Facebook and or Instagram, I do believe, too. We can get you hooked up. Come check us out. Have some fun. We have some good energy.
There we go. So y'all heard
All
here, folks.
right.
We got a lot of stuff. If you want to catch any of those events, because they have a lot, they're doing several every year. I mean, even if you combine Bobbie's and Kelly's shows, I mean, you probably got over 100 shows, easy, or 100 events for sure.
and they're always great events, great people, great networking.
Great teams. We have great teams to help us and great cities to have them in.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, give it up for them because we love them. Until next time, y'all show up for them on Saturday, y'all. Oh, show. All right, so let's see. Miss TJ, I'm gonna pass it to you for this one because you got the better intro for this one.
Do I?
Yeah.
You do.
Okay, well, this next guest is a great friend of the community. She was I said it last time. She was a neophyte. Probably about, maybe her second year on the car scene in the modern muscle community. She came out with a bang with a really cute car that the kids absolutely love, Kim Possible. And she has a nonprofit organization called the International Young Chefs, where they are conducting culinary classes with the youth, and then they travel abroad every year. They've gone to Italy, they've been to Belgium. This year they're going to Ghana, and it's just such an honor and a pleasure to know Kim. She's a really good person. Her heart is huge, and I am just so honored to know such great people. I have to say, we've met some really incredible people in this community. So, with no further ado, let's bring up Miss Kim and the IYC crew. Hey,
I'm gonna be on
Kim.
the bottom.
How are you? Caitlin,
Hey,
Miracle. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Every time y'all do this, every time y'all come on here and we ask y'all how y'all doing, y'all always say good. Why do kids do that? Everything is just good.
I'm doing fine. My toys are
What should
there.
they be saying, mister?
Good. So Kim, what's up?
How y'all doing tonight?
How you doing,
We
Kim?
can't complain.
They say they're good, you guys, but I got some bad news, Chef Caitlin, Chef Miracle. The car show has been canceled. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's not April Fool. You're about 9 days late.
I was trying to get a reaction out of them, guys. I thought we would get something. I didn't get anything.
You
So I
better
got
get
a
a reaction
question.
out of me.
I have a question because I can't see that good without my glasses. Caitlin, did you go to the car show in Florida last year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You remember this man at the bottom who kept
That's
bothering
my twin. I told you that's my twin.
Yes, ma'am.
you? I was just making sure you were the right person. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good on Saturday. He's not gonna bother you on Saturday. But you're smiling a lot more than you did the last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, so Kim, for those of our viewers who have not met you yet and who do not know about International Young Chefs, please tell us a little bit about the International Young Chefs.
The International Young Chefs, we've been up and running since 2019. We just celebrated our fifth anniversary, so we're excited about that. And yes, the premise of the organization is really mentorship, empowerment, even. We just want to empower these young people. It's not just about cooking. One of our senior chefs, he's at KSU, and he wants to pursue a degree in therapy, physical therapy, sports therapy.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, it's not just cooking. We just want to support these young people in all of their endeavors. And yeah, I'm excited to watch them grow, man. We got to do a where are they now? Look at some old pictures because these young chefs over these last 5 years, the transformation has been just amazing. It's been amazing. Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Keeping them busy, get them out of mind something to do. Good stuff.
Yes.
And y'all better have my food out there right this time too.
Yes, ma'am.
So this car show is a huge part of the fundraiser for the trip to Ghana.
Yes.
So tell us about the trip to Ghana.
So we're planning a trip to Ghana. Our travel dates are going to be June the 16th through the 26th. So we'll be there for 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah. We figure if we're going that far, we don't want to go and do a quick turnaround. We want to maximize as much time as we can and take advantage of the opportunity. So yes, we'll be there. 3 of those days we'll be doing cooking activities with some of the local chefs. Also integrating some cultural experiences, some museum travel, a lot of nature activities, excursions. Yeah, we are excited.
So Kim, so how does it work when you're dealing with other countries? With everything that's going on in the world, how easy is it to really coordinate this type of trip? Like, do you already have pre-contacts where you're contacting, they're kind of getting itineraries going for you? Like, how does that really work?
I'll tell you, mister, we are on the ground. When it's that song that's out, Boots on the Ground, that represents us. We're boots on the ground. When it comes to networking, we've been blessed. We've been blessed to have been put in contact everywhere we've gone, from Hawaii, Belgium. There's always, as they say, my church people, God puts the ram in the bush. And so when
Mm,
we develop these relationships, he sends us what we need. So right now, we have about 4 people, including college students who've been to Ghana, and so they're putting us in contact with people there, and that's how we're able to facilitate these activities. We're going to have a guide while we're in Ghana. Make sure
mm.
everything is going to be safe and secure. And yeah, we've just been blessed, mister. We have been blessed in that regard. It's no connections that I have. No one on the board has any preset connections. It just things just flow into place, and we've been successful that way.
So
Wow.
Caitlin and Miracle, are you both going to Ghana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. Now, did you guys both go to Belgium last year?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us
Yes,
about Belgium.
ma'am.
What was that experience like?
Um, it was a good experience. We got to try different foods.
Okay. What did you like most?
When we ate the French fries.
French fries? You can't go wrong with that. Did you get any chocolate
What was
in Belgium?
different? I'm sorry,
Yes, ma'am.
what was different about the French fries in Belgium? French fries here?
What's the difference between here and their fries?
Um,
Yes.
Or you just like French fries?
I just like French fries.
Okay.
So wait a
Did
minute.
you
So,
guys
hold on.
cook
So,
anything in Belgium?
Yes, you did. You get coffee, chocolate.
Yeah, I got chocolate.
Okay. Was it chocolate good or was it different?
It was good.
It was good. Okay.
so I be on TikTok and I be watching them like street vendors, like in India, where they be cooking with their feet and they just be using their hands. They don't look sanitary. Y'all seen them yet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I ain't seen. You ain't seen them yet.
That was
They
India.
put the food, they put the food in the newspaper and shit. You ain't seen it?
Children, sir. Shame on you.
Y'all ain't saw this?
We saw it. I saw it at least.
Okay, I know somebody saw it. Queen. I know I ain't tripping.
Yeah, they dip the hands and they with the grease and
Yeah.
it like it ain't nothing on it. Like they ain't
Seen the guys,
phased by it or nothing. Yeah.
but no,
Okay.
cook with your feet. Yeah, we're gonna keep it walking. We're gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
They don't have health inspectors to monitor that kind of stuff.
I don't think so. I really
No,
don't think
no,
so.
not those street vendors. No.
But
I don't
listen,
know.
y'all, for real, the kids, I know we say they're kids with these French fries, but honestly, Belgium did have some delicious fries. In fact, we went back to this one vendor in the square downtown Belgium. We went back by 5 times, y'all. It's just something different. And they are so popular that the line was around the building, people waiting for
Oh.
these
Mm.
French.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You remember that? You remember how good McDonald's fries used to be back in the day, and then they changed it.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah, I think people forgot about that. Honestly, your taste
No.
acclimates to what they are now. A lot of people forgot
No.
what they fries used to taste like.
No, I remember
My,
McDonald's never used to have a problem with their fries back in the day. Like it was always
Oh,
No
airy
fries.
and crisp and
McDonald's.
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
they're really, really good.
But you hit
Okay,
it
so
on the
let's
nail last year, Mister. When you asked, you was like, "Well, what is Belgium good for? Known for? They really aren't known for a lot culinary. I mean, we were able to tour some nice places, see some historical landmarks. But even one of the chefs, he didn't eat any of the time while we were there. He was like, I'm just not digging what they got. He went to the French fry place. That's all he ate the whole time we were there. French fries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, because it's like social media is so rampant. Like when you see something, you're bound. If you see it enough, you damn near try it. Like I have never eaten crawfish
Mm.
in my life. Never. I clicked on one crawfish video on TikTok, and I saw about 3,000 videos after that of how to eat them, how to cook them, how not to cook them. Like 3,000 videos just on crawfish. I was inundated with it. And I finally was like, all right, let me go to Juicy Crawfish and let me try some of these crawfish. That was the wrong damn place. I should have called y'all.
Yeah.
I was
I got a
disappointed.
question.
Go ahead, Queen.
I got a question. So I'm not too familiar on which culture cooks what, but like you said, when you're on TikTok and you see something and you want to try it, so fufu and a goosey, is that Ghana?
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, is it?
Now I don't know a goosey. I'm gonna have to look that one up, but definitely fufu.
Uh
That's
huh.
actually something we look forward to trying while we're there. But a goosey,
Now
They
you
said,
know
you know, I've been seeing it goes together, fufu with the goosey soup.
eat goosey
So,
soup. Okay.
yep,
Oh,
yep.
okay, that's basically
Chef Caitlin, she's our researcher. Are you taking notes? We gotta look that one up.
basically what she's describing is the stuff that's in the pot that's like flaming hot, and they pour it on the table, and
and
it's
you
then they be eating it. Yeah, and it be
That's
like
what you were talking about.
steaming hot.
Anytime you gotta
The
swallow it
fufu
whole
is
or
not flaming
something.
Yeah,
hot.
that's what they were saying. Yep,
The
Fufu
stuff
is
in the
kind of
pot
like
is flaming hot.
okay, but the
Oh,
yep. But you got to
fufu.
try to eat it whole. Yeah. Go ahead, Skip. I'm
oh
sorry.
wow.
what's crazy is you just said that a goosey or however you say it in the fufu. I was on TikTok earlier today and I saw a video where this daddy came home. It was in Ghana somewhere or in Africa somewhere. And he said, "Who ate my fufu, my whatever it was?" And
Goosey.
all the
Yeah.
boys was like, and he slapped them with a whole hand. And it was just funny because he walked through the house slapping everybody until the last little boy said it was him.
I hear fufu is really good though. I
I
hear it's
want to
really
try
good.
it.
So
I
it's kind of
really
like
want to try it.
a grain. It's kind of like a cross between rice and
Potatoes?
like
No.
It's like
It's like
potato.
mashed potatoes, right? Yeah, but like the
Yeah,
flour,
yeah,
yeah, doughy.
yeah. And you eat it with your fingers. And you just
yeah.
Yep.
kind of
And you make a little pocket. Well, I done watched all the videos. I haven't tried any. I just watched enough videos to know. So you make a little pocket, and then you got to scoop it, but a small piece because you're supposed to swallow it whole. Like I say, I'm ready. I
Okay.
okay.
done got my
We
training.
got
I'm.
you, Queen. Give us a couple of months. We gonna go and we gonna figure out how to cook this thing, and we gonna come back and we got you.
Oh, I know
All
that's
That's
right.
right.
for sure.
So,
Make
girls, what are you looking forward to trying in Ghana besides French fries? Anything in your research?
Eat goosey.
Okay, Igusi.
She
Okay,
just kidding.
all right, all right.
Make sure y'all take notes on that now. When I see y'all circling Caitlin at these shows when y'all get after y'all return, I'm gonna ask y'all, are y'all prepared to cook?
So we got some comments on Instagram. They said they're coming hungry on Saturday.
We-
Hmm.
So can you tell
Let's
us
talk
what
about
you guys be
it.
preparing on Saturday for us to
Yeah,
try?
let's talk about it.
Ladies?
We have two, actually, we're going to have two main demonstrations going on during the car show. One, we're going to invite participants from the audience, which was what we did last year. Some of the kids that were there, came, got cleaned up, and they were able to participate in the demos. We're going to do pineapple bowls. We were initially going to do an Italian pasta buffet type,
Hmm.
but we're going to stick with the pineapple bowls. And then we have another young lady who is actually a chef from the Atlanta Public School System. They had a big competition a couple of weeks ago. Her name is Chef Aaliyah, She's going to demonstrate her own personal dish. I think it's something with salmon, but we're excited to allow her to showcase her skills. I judged that competition, and when I tell you this young lady, I think she's 10. She's amazing. She showed out. She was the
Wow.
winner, y'all. This is just me giving a little backstory for her. She was disqualified doing for a technical difficulty. But when I tell you, myself and two other judges, some of the high administrators in the Atlanta public school system, we all hands down. We didn't even judge her sheet. We wrote winner on it. What she
Wow.
cooked, it tasted like it could have very well came from a nice, fine, five-star restaurant. It was delicious, but she got
10 years old?
disqualified. What's that?
Wow. 10 years old.
10 years old. And so y'all know my heart. She was a good what I want to say, she was a good sport about it. But I told her about International Young Chefs, invited her to come out, showcase her talent, and her and her mom, they was excited to even find out about our program. So we'll get a chance to meet her and showcase her on Saturday. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you said she goes to Atlanta Public Schools, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
cool. Wow,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, so let's put it back on the screen because y'all not gonna want to miss this. And by the way, I don't know if you heard me
Hey.
say on previous shows, I love this flyer. I don't know who did it. Didn't have nothing to do with us, but I love this flyer. I think this flyer is fire. I'm tired of seeing these same old flyers. This flyer is different.
Exactly.
It pops. It's not too wordy because people don't like to read. It gets
Mm-hmm.
right to the
Well,
point.
it's a couple things, Mister, that was omitted on the flyer. I want to let people know. One, the pre-registration is over. It was over last Friday, so a lot of
Okay.
people have been calling last minute asking about pre-registering. That's over right now. The only way is to pay at the gate, and then I don't know if it's on here. I can't see it, y'all. It's small, but all cars need to be in, registered, and set up by 4 o'clock. So we just want to address that whole component of people voicing concerns about coming late and still being able to win or participate or whatnot. But we want everybody to be there. Be there for the duration of the show as much as you can. So four
Hmm.
o'clock is our cutoff.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Minister, you got the details?
Yeah. So Boundary Waters Activity Center, 4996 Highway 92 in Douglasville, Georgia, on the west side. The IYCs, the International Young Chefs. Yeah. I put it in the letters. The Auto Show, 2025. Cars, Community, and Cuisine. So I think this is a great concept, great idea. And I think everybody loves to eat. So I think this is a great concept. So we should really, really support this. Can you still register, even though pre-registration is over? Can you still go to the website and buy actual tickets?
No, it won't. It automatically was set to cut off by the deadline. So right
Okay.
now the only option is to pay at the gate.
Okay. So now,
Beyond all that, if people just wanted to send a donation to help these babies get to Ghana, how can they do that?
Our website is actually on the flyer.
mm-hmm. And turn your lights off. See, and you're frozen.
But Secret Society said they're in Memphis at a car show now, but they're going to send a donation tonight
Right.
or sometime
Go
towards
to
you.
their website, internationalyoungchefs.org, to send a donation. And if you can't figure that out, send it to Atlanta Carcast and we will forward it to them. For show.
But if you in
So
Atlanta,
great.
you ain't
So
got no not to be there. Sad.
So twin, Caitlin, what grade are you in now?
6.
You in the 6th grade?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow. And Miracle, what grade are you in?
8.
You in the 8th grade. All
Am I
right.
back,
So
y'all?
Yep, you're back.
It's storming and our power is blinking off, so it's affecting the internet. I don't know if y'all see the lights, but it's
No,
storming out here in Douglasville.
Get you something to eat. We know what you're doing.
So let me ask y'all this, girls. When it comes to school lunch, like when we came up, I ain't gonna lie, The square pizza fire. I don't know if they still doing that, but like square, like do y'all cook for yourselves and prepare and bring your lunch? What's your take on school lunch in 2025?
It can be improved.
It can be improved.
Okay, so how does that work? Do you ask them, all right, can I come? Can I come 20 minutes later and help? Or do you give them suggestions, like, or they just don't listen to y'all?
They ain't gonna listen.
No.
School lunch is an interesting dynamic, and I say that because I worked on a major school lunch project in Chicago a couple years ago. And so there's many factors to school lunch, Mister, that I thought I told you about when I was working on that project.
You did. I
So,
wanted to know their answer.
so a lot of schools are just getting frozen. I mean, I don't mean to talk about this in this capacity, but they're getting frozen, just really quick, ready to eat, reheatable food. And then there are other school projects, school programs that are getting catered meals that are coming from a third party food management company, which is what I was working with at the time. So it's been found through studies that if school systems are outsourcing their food to these third party organizations, the kids tend to eat better and eat more of that food, more of the school lunch than they do when they eat
Right.
the frozen, ready to eat kind of food that comes through USDA kind of programs. So it's an interesting dynamic, but it really depends on the county, the state, what type of food programs there are. I happen to work on a program in Chicago, and they had excellent food. The kids, 93% of the kids ate. The teachers wanted the lunch. That's how good it
Oh
was.
wow.
So
They have breakfast too, though, right?
they also had breakfast. Yes.
They
So shout
provided
out to
breakfast.
Sheila in Chicago and her company for
Yeah.
providing those great food lunches for the kids in Chicago and Indiana. She does Chicago city schools and Indiana
Oh
public
wow.
Yeah.
schools, which is amazing. A young black woman in her 40s is managing this multi-million dollar
Hey,
program
start that
in
tea.
Yeah.
Chicago. So,
That's
yeah.
Shout out to her. I mean, when you
I
think
love
about it,
that.
say
in comparison, the next thing that's closest to actual cars, as far as conversation, is food. Everybody loves cars, and I don't know nobody that if you start talking about food, they be like, "Nah, shut up, talking to me." No,
Yeah.
like seriously.
That competition that I was telling you guys about that I judged a couple of weeks ago with Atlanta Public School, that whole premise, they had those children competing, but that's what they were doing. They all submitted a recipe or a dish. They came out, participated in the competition, and the idea is the winner's dish would be featured in the menu for the school lunches. So they were going to include it in the rotation, and I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So is there anything else we can look forward to on Saturday?
Oh man. There is a whole. I know y'all told me to be open because you make an itinerary. Things don't always go, but man, we have a whole line up outside of the demonstrations. We have Boom Shock. Her name is Stephanie Jones. She hosts this line dancing
Hey, Rod.
organization in
What's up, Rod?
Greenville. But she's gonna be out there. We have vendors. Look, Miss Bobbie, I need to go take some lessons from her. We don't have 40 vendors, but we do have a variety of vendors that are gonna be there showcasing products from personal self-care products, ethnic jewelry. This is what we need to do. Tia, you guys are big on mental health. I know each week y'all do y'all check-ins, y'all are mindful. We're gonna have an agency, Integrated Counseling Center and Consulting Services will be there. And they will just be providing information, making themselves available. A lot of times people say that they don't know where to start, can't
Mm,
afford it. So
mm,
Integrated Counseling Center and Consulting Services will have a booth set up, and we would just want to encourage everyone, just go sign up, get information. And
mm-hmm.
I'm an advocate for mental health. You guys know that. If you don't know that, by now. But yes, I'm excited that they're gonna be there. It's just gonna be an all around good time. It's going to be an all around good time. A community event, if you will, not just a car show.
Queen Kong is coming all the way from South Carolina.
Oh my God.
So at the event, you're gonna okay. If you had to give them a taste of what the experience is going to be like if they haven't went in the past, so will they be able? Okay, if I come up to your area wherever the kids are cooking, can I just request something for them to just cook, or is it a menu, or like what's the experience like when it comes to just the food at the car show?
So outside of what the kids are going to demo, we're also going to be launching International Young Chef's food truck. So a
Okay,
food trailer. And so there we're gonna do. Last year we did the barbecue was a big hit. We had smoked barbecue, so we're doing that again. We're also gonna have your typical snack refreshments, your hot dogs, hamburgers, nachos. So all those food options are available. And yes, the young chefs, whatever they're demoing, will be available for sampling, if that's what you're asking. But no special requests, Mister. You trying to get exclusive
I want to be able
VIP
to
service.
Right.
see. I want to be able to see my twin Caitlin cooking, and because I don't believe she can cook like that, so I want to be able to see putting the chicken in the flour or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Putting the salt and pepper on it.
Oh,
I ain't gonna be able to do that.
Not too much on Caitlin.
You
man.
already cook better than him. He can't boil water. So
You can't, Caitlin. He almost burned our house down with the air fryer.
I did. I don't
The
care.
air fryer.
With an air fryer.
I don't care.
Look, Mister, they
Like
say
that.
seeing is believing. You may not have saw her in action, but I tell you, at that Pensacola show, those were her baked beans that sold completely out. I think that was the only dish. And they was, oh man, people were coming to get baked beans. They don't want no meat, nothing else. We just want some more of those baked beans.
Okay,
I
Caitlin.
know that's right.
I believe it. I believe it.
I
I
know
believe
that's
it.
right. Shoot. Go
I
girl.
Chef
believe
Miracle is quiet. She's in the dark and she's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
she in the shadow.
it. You shy.
Yeah.
You shy.
Oh,
So once again, for the people in the back, this Saturday, please get there early. 1 to
what
6.
else? What else? What else?
No later than 4. Gates open at 12.
Gates open
35.
at 12.
35. Spectators are 5. And if you want to just bump it up, make it 45 or make it 10 for spectators, it's for a great cause. Let's get these young ladies and young men to Ghana. Let's get them to Ghana. Hashtag get them to Ghana. So all day, I think we will be in the building. I think I freed up some space. I'm going to turn up a little bit on Saturday. I'm going to turn up, show some love. So hopefully we'll be broadcasting live. Let's get everybody out there. Let's support this show.
How
Taste
can
some
I
food.
clone myself, y'all? That's what I want to do. I want to be in two places at one time
I
Saturday.
Okay.
know.
I
I
want to go
know.
hang out with Miss Bobbie. I
I
love
want to go dance
her.
on the square too.
Town.
We
So unless you got a helicopter, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. We've got to
Okay.
what we've got to do next year is we've got to plan to do some collaborative work with Bobbie and
Mhm.
International Young Chefs. She calls me all the time, and every time I look at the calendar, I'm like, I'm booked. We're booked. We're booked. We're booked. We're booked. We're booked. So I've got a couple shows that we actually have cleared with her that we've committed to, but we committed to your show first. So unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. And we tell you guys every week that if you want us to be at your show, you need to get with us soon. Our calendar is pretty full. I mean, it's full all the way through August right now. So there's not a lot of Saturdays left that we're available. If there's something that people need us to come to, you got to get us as soon as possible. So we'll work on that for next year.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys, all of y'all. Queen Con. Oh my goodness! Every time I think about her coming from South Carolina, I get starstruck. So thank you so much, Queen. Fell in love with her the first time I met her. Oh my God, just a beautiful spirit.
Mook said he want a
Hell
pork
no.
chop
Ah.
sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Pork chop
Pork
sandwich.
chop sandwich.
Luke
That
want a
is
pork
big back.
chop
That's what they
sandwich.
say. That's big back energy right there. Is that
Hey,
big back?
Oh, also, Vet Life is coming all the way from Ohio to this show.
Yes.
Ooh. I know that's
Yeah.
right.
Is that
So this
furthest
is
travel, you guys? I don't know.
that might be. It might be.
Mm-hmm.
It might be. But this is going to be an amazing event. We want you guys to support both Bobbie and International Young Chef. Wherever you land, we'd be more than grateful for you showing up and showing out. If
That's
you
right.
can't make an appearance at either, you can always make donations to either organization. These are both nonprofit organizations with websites, beyondtheribbon.org and internationalyoungchefs.org. Please visit both those sites and let's help these people out. These are two amazing causes.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We thank y'all for joining us. Qwueen, I'll see you on Saturday. Kim, we love you. We appreciate all your support. Every time you
Thank you,
support us,
guys.
we love you. We love you. We love you. Tell Rod I said what up, though. And
Okay.
yeah, thank y'all for
We'll
joining
see you
us.
guys on Saturday.
See you
Y'all give it
guys.
up for.
Bye.
Yeah.
All
Regular clap,
right.
regular clap, regular clap. And there you have it. So 2 great shows. You get to choose. That's just how we rock. That's how we rock.
Yep.
I think people need to do more light shows, and then they'll really pull off. Even if somebody playing on the same day, you'll still pull it off because you'll still have a
Mm-hmm.
nighttime.
That's a great idea. That's a
We
great
need to do
idea.
more light shows.
Because in my mind, I was thinking, okay, if Bobbie's show goes till 7 and this show ends at 6,
6.
nah, I can't. Not going to make it to Lilburn from Lawrenceville from Douglasville in an hour.
Ooh.
Not
Not going to
You'd be
happen.
pushing.
helicopter.
Not going to happen.
You would be pushing it, and with the way this traffic in Atlanta be working itself out, not
So,
going to. Go
Y'all
ahead.
can have.
our topic tonight, which runs right into what we just talked about, is car shows. If you're hosting a car show, should you
Talk about
compete in it? Should your friends compete in it? Should your
it.
club compete in it? Should your best friend pull up and win best of show? Let's talk about it.
I say no. If you're affiliated or hold on, let me say this right. If you're in the club and the club is throwing the show, not a person. If it's Caprice Nation's car show,
Mm-hmm.
and you're in Caprice Nation, you got a Caprice, and you enter that show and you win a trophy, I don't think that's right. But if you're just a independent person and the club is not really branding or on the flyer, I think it's okay. But if it's actually a club, I say no. That's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, go ahead, Qwueen.
No. Go ahead. Go. I go last. Go ahead.
If you're a host of the show, if you're affiliated with the car club or a person that's throwing the show and you're helping in one way, shape, or form, then no. If it's a car club throwing the show, no car club associate should be involved in the show as far as entering, because that's where the bias comes in at.
I'm not in your club, but we real good friends, and I got a dope ass car.
Do with it.
Should I enter your show? Okay.
Yes. See, with me, it's definitely going to be different because I know everybody, and I feel like I'm cool with everybody. So when it comes to me, I don't think that should apply because I'm cool with everybody. One thing I have going for me is I'm gonna tell you the butt naked truth about your car, and everybody else also knows that about me, and I can't speak to everybody else, but just because you're my best friend and Blair's my best friend and he got a car and he pulls up and he wins best in show, I don't see how that can be an argument.
Okay, so we got a comment on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Car people attend and support, yes, but not the person's hosting. So let's define host. So a person like Qwueen hosts car shows and she brings her truck. Should she enter the show?
No.
I say no.
No.
I think that would just look crazy. It would look crazy. I even think if your car just so happened to be on the flyer and you win, I think that should look weird.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would feel.
For real.
I feel weird. Like, it just doesn't sit. I mean, it just doesn't sit right because when I feel like when people are bringing you to host a car show, especially or a car or bike show with your car or bike, it's they know the value with your car or bike. So I don't feel like, hey, we're bringing you here because we love your car or bike. It's the best thing smoking this and this. Then we're going to give you best SUV.
Now, however, I've seen a lot of people throw first time shows. And when you throw a show for the first time, you don't know what you're going to get. And it just so happened if Guy X throws a first time show and all his friends support him and they win, fuck y'all. They supported him.
Difference.
Yeah, that's a difference.
It's different by it being a first time show versus it being a first time show and you got 70 cars in it. See, if there's 50 cars there and your friends happen to enter your car club, they should not be in it. Now, if there's only 10 cars there and 5 of those are your friends, then everybody should win.
That's what I'm saying.
Multitude of cars, then your car club should not win a trophy if they're affiliated with the show.
Now, what if say if us four are in a car club, but of course y'all are down there, and I say, hey, I'm throwing a show. Y'all should come up here, because a lot of people get this misconstrued. So even though we're in two different areas, two different affiliated, but we're still in the car club. But I'm throwing my own show, but we're in the car club. Should y'all enter?
I've seen that happen. Hold on, and Tia judged it. Tia judged that show.
I know, but I think they should.
I think they should too. Yes. Explain it, Skip.
Watch this. We're going to name your club the Qwueen Car Club.
Mm-hmm.
If Lila is throwing a car show and it's not the Qwueen Car Club car show, then her car club should be able to enter that show because that's a personal show she's throwing. Now, if Qwueen Car Club is hosting said show, then no, they shouldn't. It's still about support.
No, I don't think if I'm throwing a show that y'all should enter because we're already in the club. We in the club together. I'm just branching off of my different branch. Say we throw Atlanta car show. Ooh, that's a lot. Say we throw that. Right, but say we're in the car club, but I branch out and say, hey, I'm gonna throw a car show, but it's Qwueen Kong, but we still in this car club together,
right?
Even though y'all want to support, I still don't feel that it's right for y'all to enter. I don't feel
basically saying we're in different chapters.
I got you. No, I understand what you're saying. One of the reasons why we can't do that is, I wouldn't do that is because if you're judging the show, I get it. If you are judging the show and your people are entering, I get it. But if you have an independent judge, somebody who's truly unbiased, it shouldn't matter that your friends are supporting you on your personal car show. But now if your car club is supporting a car club show, that's where I think the line should be drawn. That's the purpose of having it independent. I'm not going to call names, but people are going to identify what I'm about to say. Some people will hire or will just have people judging, just pick people with nice cars to judge, and the bias is already there. You know, it could be you ain't got no paint, so you don't win. Or you ain't got no big rims, so you don't win. Or you affiliated with our club and they do BS, so you ain't gonna win. So we talk about this all the time, man. I've tried to teach and show people how to judge cars the right way. That way they can't be approached the wrong way about judging, and nobody wants to learn. And this young lady down here took the course and judges just as well as I do, I believe so. And a couple other people have taken the course, but they haven't. Well, yes, they have. Some of the people that took my course have already judged shows and did a good job. So when you guys are doing shows and they get big, man, y'all got to get some judges, not just me, but other people to judge that people respect.
Yeah.
So P the Don on Instagram says Atlanta needs some more cool car shows.
What do you mean cool?
What that mean?
What that mean?
So P, you should hop on YouTube so we could see your comments on the big screen, and we could really talk about that.
Cause I think y'all got some dope car shows. I mean, how?
I'm gonna assume when he says cool, he means more like the pull up and park car shows, like we used to do at Gresham Park. We would leave Gresham and then we go to Moreland, then we go back to Gresham to the Libra was a park, the big nightclub parking lot we used to be at. Those what I would call cool shows, because all of the so-called fixed up cars will be in the middle and everybody will be around them and we just hang out. But when you say cool shows, I don't.
I'm just reading the comment.
Yeah, I'm talking to them. Who are
well, he's in Shut It Down Boys, right?
Who?
P the Don.
Oh. Yeah.
He put SIDB FTW.
Yeah, Paul. That's Paul. Yeah, Paul. Paul is special. I'm gonna just say that he's cool. So yeah, whatever. Anyway,
you gonna call that man special though?
You know, he's special. He know what I'm talking about. He's special. I didn't know. I can't.
After he gave you all kind of compliments in the chat. Said Skip gonna tell it like it is, and then you gonna call the man special.
Dang.
I tell you what, he's special. He's my friend, but he's special. I ain't say he was retarded. I just say he's special.
Oh, that life says he loves Atlanta. How about that?
I do too.
I
really do.
This thing about this thing where we're divided on is if Skip is hosting the show and Tia has a car, Queen Cone has a car, and Mark has a car, and y'all enter my show, then y'all should be able to compete because it's my show. Battle for the Rings is mine. Now, you guys help me, and I appreciate everything y'all do. But if y'all decide to enter y'all's car, then you're not going to help me. You're going to be a participant versus an employee, so to speak.
I'm entering mine, and I'm helping.
I do believe.
No.
I do believe in that scenario. If you got a whole bunch of friends and they got a whole bunch of cool cars, and you're affiliated that closely, I think they should display their cars, but I don't think they should enter. I don't think they shouldn't bring their cars. I think they should still pull up. You can still park, pop your trunk, clean it up, make it look good. You just don't enter.
You just support. You just support. And like I said, I just don't. Eliminating conflict, like I say, like that, and that also goes to say, like, hey, if we're in a car club together, and say if some people that do allow it, and it's a car club member judging,
right?
Just take it a step further. So now for the individuals that do allow it, what if you have a car club member that's judging?
That can be tricky.
Well, I mean, at one point,
if they are kind of have bias, that can be kind of tricky.
Back in the day, that was the norm. When a club threw a show, people of their club judged the show. That was a normal thing.
But did they enter as well?
Oh no. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Antonius, there's the link. Click that link and pop on.
Yeah,
Since he said he want to snitch on the club, come on. If you bad, tag my hand. If you bad,
we want all the smoke. Come on. But she said, "Go ahead and snitch." But that goes back to when the car clubs were throwing the shows, they would let their members judge the show, and I've hit on this too. When you have 3, 4, 5 judges, you got 5 different sets of eyeballs. versus everybody being same page judging. You get what I'm saying? This person might like paint, like I said, wraps, rims, engines, interior, whatever, and that will cause confusion amongst the guys that's judging because, man, I know this car better than that one. You just hating because your car is, you know. So again, this is about vetting your judges, making sure your judges have some type of respect or some type of knowledge about what they're doing, versus saying, "I got a car. Look at my car. I know what I'm doing." That don't mean you can judge a car. So,
but wait a minute, hold on. Let me play devil's advocate. So we're saying if I host, a host is somebody who grabs the mic, they entertain, they fill the dead space, which, you know, I've graduated from Skip's hosting and more, so you can book me. So I feel that if I'm hosting and I enter my car, I should be able to win. I didn't judge it. I'm not judging the show. So I'm not judging. It's not a conflict of interest. I'm not judging my own car.
Because you can curry.
I got a question, Skip.
Yes.
You already know what my car looks like.
Yes.
What it sounds like.
Yes.
So if you're judging a show that I put my car in, and I'm not judging, you're judging it. And I'm participating in some capacity, because I always seem to be participating in some capacity with everybody's stuff, right? Does that make my car ineligible? You already know what I'm working with.
No, it doesn't. And the reason being is you still got to compete against other cars. I don't care how good your car looks or what I've told you about your car. If it's not in that top 20 or that top 30 or whatever the parameters are for the show, that's what will determine the winner. You get what I'm saying? As far as the category that your car is going to be in, it's going to be hard to beat it. But when you come to, say, a battle for the rings, if I got 150 cars and you put yours out there and there are 50 cars better than yours, then you won't win a ring. And I'll be able to tell you why you didn't win a ring, or show you why you didn't win a ring. And again, guys, this is where the judge has to be approachable. They have to be knowledgeable, and they should be friendly enough to be able to say, "Hey, man, this is why you didn't win," or "These cars were just better," you know, and have that proof right there with the paper.
Right.
Detailed when it comes to judging these shows.
So who should take the fault if Queen Kong is hosting a show for X Riders, South Carolina? X Riders, South Carolina is throwing a show. They paid her to host, right? She comes. They're paying her for that. She pays her money to enter. They accept it. Who's wrong? Her or the people?
Wait a minute. Back it up. So if they paid me to host, well, I'm going to pay to enter.
That's the only way you win, I thought.
No, get the scenario he's paying. If they pay you to come up, they're paying you for your visibility and for your attraction. For people that come there. So now that you're here, you know what? I like them trophies. I'm gonna enter my truck. That's what he. So
and you pay.
If that's the case, then she shouldn't be allowed to enter her truck because she's the face of the show. So if she doesn't win, they're gonna say, "How the hell you brought that girl way down here? She ain't win no trophy." But if she does win, how the hell you brought that girl down here? She took. It's gonna be the same thing. So
right.
Right.
Yeah, that ain't.
In that case, no.
So they shouldn't take her money. So they would be wrong for taking her money, or is she wrong for entering?
It could be a donation.
Spare Change says she already won when the booking money hit.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
All right,
so we got
a pitch in the backstage. So you gonna bring him up?
Fan of the show. One of my I ain't gonna say big homie because he's younger than me. So one of my young homies. I love his sons. He's got twin boys. I love him when he brings them to the show because it's always a family affair, and they just so cute. They be having, if it's raining, he be having them all coordinated. They be having rain boots on and shit. Raining, you know, they always be coordinated. They looking all cute and stuff. So you know, we gonna bring What up? All right, we got Fat Boy.
Yeah, sure. Turn your phone sideways for me. Bam. There you go.
There you go.
What you got to say? They say you snitching. Go ahead, tell the people.
Well, I was snitching on a club that threw a show. Very popular club in Atlanta. They threw a show. And you know what I'm saying? This ain't no disrespect to them. I love them, but I didn't feel it was right. So the people that you may know of that do takeovers, you know, they have a whole weekend towards it.
Man, who you talking about?
Impala Nation.
But it's an Impala Nation car show. It's an Impala only car show.
Yeah, let me.
I judged that show.
But the one that they did was for everybody.
Did I judge that one?
It was a few years ago.
No, he's talking about in the beginning. That they were doing that and they were winning when they shouldn't have been entered, but they stopped that. They have a car show now, and then they have an all Impalas car show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two separate.
Okay.
DJ's been judging for the last 2 years now.
Right.
Whatever. But they did that back then. You going back years trying to snitch on some stuff that's dead.
He was making show. He was trying to get that part cleared, and then Tito over here talking about, did I judge that show? Oh,
yeah. I've been judging their shows for the last few years, so I'm like, wait a minute now, wait a minute.
That was the worst snitching since Woody snitched on Young Thug.
Boy,
wow, did he call you Woody?
Woody didn't snitch on nobody.
He did.
Right.
Woody said, I can't remember. I can't recall.
Yeah, Woody got them. Man, and they plea bargain like fools. They couldn't have convicted them of nothing with that.
Right.
But, they did, and in defense of that scenario, they have 27 chapters in different cities and states, and the cars that won were not Atlanta cars.
Not at all.
Dollars in that scenario, they were from town and they won, which was still frowned upon.
The Atlanta chapter doesn't enter their car at all. They don't enter their cars at all in the Impala Nation show.
Correct. Those people travel from far and wide, different chapters. I think that's the difference. When it's different chapters, the different chapters outside of the home throwing chapter can enter, in my opinion. Hold on, we got Bling Breezy backstage.
If there's an unbiased judge, that
right. That's always the hard part, though.
Right.
That's always the hard part, ensuring that the judge are unbiased. Where are the hangouts in Atlanta on Saturday?
There's a long list, Fair Change. A long list.
It is. And I love it.
Did he say bomba clot?
Bomba clot. What you think about this issue?
Oh my
man.
We go to fake Jamaica.
What's up, man? What's good, y'all? Y'all good?
What up, though?
Oh man, I'm about to be on the road in a minute. I'm coming on to the show tomorrow.
International Young Chef?
Miss Kim. Yeah, I was y'all got a pretty interesting conversation going on. You know what I mean? And you know me, like I always write down what people talk about, so I always deal with facts. You know what I mean? And like one of the things that I was looking at, like with the car show business, is like it depends on the cause. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing it for like kids that need back to school stuff or cancer treatment, it depends on the cause. Yeah, your friends can be a part of the show, because you got to think like we're all car people. We're all car people, right? And all we know is car people, and we want car people to come to our shows. So yeah, why wouldn't I want if I'm throwing a car show and my car friends don't come to my car show, I'm probably not gonna have a really, really good car show.
Yeah.
I think you misunderstood. We want our friends to come, but not your car club.
Oh yeah, the car club.
That's what we're talking about is your car club. We want all, I'm cool with everybody. So if I don't throw it, nobody will come. You know, you get what I'm saying? But the car clubs are what we're talking about, not just the friends. Not
Typically, when you got a car club, that car club should be working the car show, helping the person throwing the car. That doesn't make no sense to me at all. You know what I mean? It don't. I mean, if you got a car club, why would your car club enter in a car show and win? I mean, that's just tacky. It looks bad. I wouldn't go to a car show that did that to me.
So, what do you think about Rick Ross? I know you've been to Rick Ross's show, and I would say that Nava and those guys are his friends. So, how do you? Is that fair?
If you ask, okay, so I want you to understand something. When I'm telling you what I'm about to tell you guys, this is just coming from an observation standpoint. I know I'm never gonna win a gold key. I know I'm not gonna never in my life pay $25,000 to park on no lawn. I get that. I go for the experience and the opportunity to meet new people and to be able to just fellowship and be in a different headspace. However, we all know that car show is already, those people are chosen, man. Those people we already know who's gonna win at that show. And another crazy thing is that do we really know if they paid $25,000 to park on these lots? You know what I mean?
2,500, not 25,000.
No. That vendor spot to park on like the close to his house. That's 25,000.
Yeah, they're 25,000.
Oh yeah, they're saying. Yeah, when they got the mirrors up on that cement part, 25,000.
To stay in his house for one night is 100,000.
It's on the site.
Right.
And that part is also segregated from the actual general show going public. Like you can't even get over.
Like,
yeah,
it's in the front. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't spend that kind of money. I wouldn't.
But do you think it's right that they spend $25,000? One of those cars is going to win the top key, and the other two are going to win the two smaller keys, and then everybody else gets
a plaque.
Right. So
I mean, Rick Ross is Rick Ross. Listen, people will always, and including myself, we're always going to go to what we want to go to, support what we want to support. I don't have no problem with Rick Ross because like my sponsors, they cover a lot of my travels. But what does he actually do for the community that makes us go, all right, we know when we give you this money, you're actually allocating it somewhere else.
That's what Skip say all the time.
Like what are you doing that is publicized that people go, yo, Rick Ross just made $300,000. He gave $100,000 to Atlanta's hospital. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like I go for the celebrity status of like the music and the interaction, the food, and just the ambiance. Would I go again? No. This is my last year. I'm not gonna go again. I just feel like
I'll give you a little bit of pushback. The only thing I can say is when you do an event like that of that magnitude, it does stimulate the local economy. South Fulton Police Department got a stimulus package. Local hotel, stimulus package.
The shuttle buses too, right?
Shuttle buses, stimulus package. Uber. A lot of different things are stimulated when you do something like that. So just because those people are not giving to the YMCA or Miller Grove High School or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Different demographics. Like I said, I don't know what it takes, but I just know that the people, like I have a Corvette. Yeah, it's tricked out. It's nice, but I know I'm not going to win no key. I know I'm not going to win no first, second, or third place. Like I know that. You know what I mean? But as far as rigged or set up, absolutely.
Right. I mean, Rick Ross basically explained himself when he said, yeah, we had a lot of issues because more so than not, more people spent more time getting in than they did at the actual event. And his response was, well, I understand that was a bad experience for y'all. So what I'm going to do next year, I'm going to buy more land. It wasn't you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't too much of the logistics. Like you buying more land, but they're talking about the logistics issues that they had to endure. Like you're not saying that, hey, okay, I'm gonna open up spots, or you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna book a certain amount of Ubers, or however. I don't know how it goes. I don't live in the city. We in the country now, so I don't know how it goes. But to make the transition easy. But it's always going to be hard when you're, especially meeting someplace to shuttle, and you have individuals. Us like to be on CP time. You don't want to get up early to get
Yeah.
there, and but it's also hard to get up early to be at an event all day long
Yeah,
in the heat.
and it's long. I'm talking
See,
about
yeah.
stupid long. I mean, it's so long, like it's long. I mean,
It's not
I'm
worth it.
I'm trying to bring a fan and some of that mist spray thingy to I mean, it's long, but well, the first time was cool. It's Atlanta, it's hot. But if you look at what Rick Ross is doing too, no, he got this new key, the box Chevy key. You know what I mean? Do you got to pay
And the
25
lifted trucks.
and the lifted truck key? Do you got to pay $25,000 for that too? So it's a money Ponzi, man. They know what they're doing.
Let me ask y'all this. Let me switch gears because both of you guys compete at a very, very high level. The mind state of I won once, so I'm gonna win next year. Do you honestly answer this? Do you have that mentality?
No.
So if you go to show
No.
one time, you win, you go back next year. Are you expecting to win because you won last year?
No.
Never.
Actually, when I go to shows, I would return to the show again just because I like shows and it's a sportsmanship. And when you go to show, well, I'm speaking for myself. Let me talk for myself. When I go to a show, okay, Blade, perfect show. That's a professional show. That's a top-notch show. You don't need too much cars to be in the realm of classy and enjoy yourself at the same time. Like, I enjoy that show. I will go back. That show was a show I'm like, I won the best show, but I'll go back. If I don't win, I don't win. But I'm excited about that show because I understand the elements and the classiness of how that show is prepared. Now, there's some shows that I've been to where I've won best show, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't going back. But then there's some shows that I didn't win. There's
So
some
what shows
that
you
I
don't have to
didn't
say what
win.
shows you don't want to go back to specifically, but what would make you not want to go back to a show?
Exactly.
I think attention to detail, the people who are showing their cars are the most important element of a car show. Because if you got me who bringing my car from Ohio to Atlanta, and Miss Khan bringing her car from, California, you got to acknowledge those people. And sometimes, like, have you ever been at a car show where your car never even got judged, and you're like, damn, okay, I won something. I've been to them shows. Don't get me wrong. It's fair for everybody to be treated the same way because we all want to win.
Oh yeah.
We all want to win.
You can even think your car wasn't judged and be mad. You don't even know for sure. You can even think it.
Right. I've been to car shows where my car was not judged, and they just gave me an award. Because you see, when you're charging $100 and $75, and I heard Skip say that, typically judges don't say, "Hey, you lost because you had a chip or you lost," because judges are not supposed to do that. But the person who's hosting the show should be able to go, "Well, here's your score sheet." And then when you see, if somebody can show me my score sheet, I would respect them because I know my car was judged. And I know that person is a professional judge and that person did their job the right way. Because at the end of the day, what if I wanted to come back to your show and go, well, how did Queen Kong beat me by 1 point or 2 points? Oh, I didn't have a fire extinguisher? Damn. Let me go get a fire extinguisher. So that's very important because I know I'm coming back to this show. Like I went to a Corvette show in Tennessee. It was like 400 Corvettes. It was my first time. I didn't win the platinum, the diamond. I got a top 25. I was cool because it was 400. So my mindset is, okay, hey, there was 25 cars that won and there's 300 and something that didn't. But then I wanted to know why I didn't win that diamond. And they told me why. And I was like, oh, damn, see y'all next year. and I'm going back
And
next year.
then
You know.
And then also, you can't. I say when you said that, hey, do you have that mindset of that you're going to win next year? I'm just bringing a little car audio into it. It's always going to be somebody louder. There's 365 days in a year. And if you're that person that your mind is always going, thinking of new ideas or something else to do, you can't underestimate. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you won this year, but you got to remember they're out there looking at your car this year as well.
Yep.
Looking at it, looking to
Yep.
see every
I'm
detail,
gonna tell you
taking
something.
notes,
Hey, see
So you
that?
got to understand, no, it's not going to be, even if they implement that because they didn't have it that year, it might set a little edge. They might change the color. They might add whatever. So you can't do that.
Yeah, and it's lonely at the top, man. When you always winning, I mean, somebody wants your spot, man. And the minute
Oh
they
yeah.
knock you off the top, you know you was like, oh yeah, I just beat Tia. I just, like it's always
Yeah.
lonely at the top. And people
Yeah.
have to realize that because like Miss Kong said, like you gotta all like I'm looking at some brand new wheels I got for my Corvette. I couldn't get the tires in time that I was trying to bring to y'all's show, whatever. You got to stay ahead of the game. If you know what I mean, like this is not for the weak, man. Like, but at the same time, I know somebody wants to have a better Corvette than me, and that's cool. That's how I started. You cannot underestimate the opponent because somebody wants it more than you. Because you
I
got to
got
think in our minds, when I designed my car, it came from my mind. And when people go, "Oh my God, it's dope," I'm just smiling like, "Wow." So what do you think they're doing? They're seeing my car. They're seeing Queen King's car. They're seeing Tia's car, and they're putting everything together to make their own. Cause you gotta understand, when our cars are designed, we got it from somebody else. We can use
Silver
somebody else's
Silver
car.
Gladiators in the Instagram chat, and he said haters don't like winners.
No, they don't. That's true. That's true. People always see when you got what you got, but they don't. It took me 10 years to build my car. And I like it because it was, stepping trials and stuff. And, once I got it to where I wanted to, it's showable and then doing little things. But it's a lot of hard work. It's hard work, money, and dedication and time. Especially if you got to buy the parts. The parts ain't cheap. You got to get somebody to put them on, paint it, do yada, yada, yada. And you got to put things on there that's not tacky. People don't like when you're on top, but you're not gonna be on top all the time. You gotta pass the baton to somebody, and that'd be
So,
the problem.
Bling Breezy, we get a little off subject here. I've seen several different iterations of your car. Is there anything new that you're doing this year?
I'm gonna show
He
you.
can't tell you.
Hold on, I'm gonna see. Hold
See,
on.
I'm about to say he can't tell you.
I'm gonna show you. I'll show you.
I see Spare Change said can't go broke to win a trophy.
This is an exclusive.
That's why half the time I don't enter. You still got to do it for you. And that's why half
right.
the time I don't enter. And I think I have more fun. Not
Well, he
what?
brought the whole wheel.
You can't go. Listen, first of all, you can't go broke to win a trophy, but you gotta pay to play. And when you gotta
You
pay
do.
to play, you gotta know. Everybody gotta know the sensitivity of why they are willing to do what they can do. This is fun for us. Some people spending money on drugs, alcohol, gambling. We spend on cars and wheels, and we do what we want to do because that's what bosses really, really do. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I couldn't get these done in time. These are like all carbon fiber.
Oh wow.
You know,
Hey,
they're all carbon.
hey,
I mean, like this is like,
speaking
and this
with
is like,
somebody else.
you know, we
Yeah.
we just have to focus on understanding we're not gonna always win. This don't mean I'm gonna win. It just means that, hey, I'm probably gonna, I'm saying get some more wow factors, but what do you do? Like, I've been designing cars for 10 years and this is what I came up with, like just being
That's
like,
nice. That is
do
nice.
But you love it. But you love it. That is nice. You see what I'm saying?
so
It's
that
something nice. It's sleek. It's clean. It's not overbearing. It's different still. You know what I'm saying? But it takes somebody to pay attention to that because you can't go to just any show and people don't understand the detail.
You know,
You know what I'm saying? What's
Has
put
you know
so
into
what's
many
it.
crazy?
little
You know what's crazy? That
intricacies.
person just said something. They're right. A lot of people do go broke trying to fix their cars. Their rent's about to be evicted. They have problems at home. They don't pay child support. They don't pay their bills. You know what I mean? But they got fancy stuff on their cars and they look good. And you know what I mean? Like there's some days where I'm like, yo, give me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because
Right.
look, see,
You gotta make sacrifices.
I'm just being honest. Like, we want to always live this big life. Like, we balling. We just doing what we love to do. And it takes time. It took me 9 weeks to get these wheels, so I'm paying on them. So I'm saying people don't see that. They just see, oh, they got this, they got that. No, you gotta. Am I lying, Queen Kong? You gotta transition.
No,
You gotta build your car. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this. If somebody goes broke for a trophy, they got a problem.
Skullkeeper said he gonna get you some feathers to go in your Corvette. Skullkeeper, you'll see him on Saturday.
Oh,
he's
got y'all, man. Y'all are dope. Listen, out of all the car, and y'all not doing all the car shows. I've been to Kansas City 10 hours. I've been to New Albany. I mean, everywhere. You guys have some of the dopest shows that I like. When I come and actually got introduced to that, I told y'all that years ago. It's dope. I like it. I like the drive. I like the smoothness. I like the people. I like the culture. I like the food. I like the shopping malls. I mean, I have not met a bad person in Atlanta in the car scene. And at the end of the day, and I'm in the Midwest. So, for me, like, that's therapeutic for me because, like, I love cars.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on Tonka trucks when they were metal. Now they're making them in plastic.
Right.
I had Hot Wheel cars when they were metal. Now they're making them in plastic. That's how long I've been in cars. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people, we just decide one day, hey, I love cars. Well, what is your background? You know what I mean? One thing I saw was a lady. She was because I love women. I love women that love cars. Here's why. We was at a car show. The lady got judged. It was two ladies. The first lady, they said, well, ma'am, tell me about your bill. Tell me about your bill. And she goes, I didn't build this. My husband did. Right? The second girl, they said, yo, tell me about your car. She said, I did this. I have intake. I have this and I have that. Well, she's the winner because she knows her car.
Right.
We have to be invested in this thing called car life for what we're doing. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that, man.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Okay. So I'm kind of scared because it's raining like thundering and lightning, and I'm sitting in front of.
It's coming
down.
down.
I gotta be on the road, man. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I think she's doing a light show or something. And and one other thing too. One, because I know I'm on TV, so I'm gonna be mindful of what I'm saying. Somebody hit me, was like, "Hey, why you coming?" I'm being honest. Was like, "Hey, why you coming down or whatever?" Yada yada. I said to support the show, and I like what Miss Kim is doing, but she's already bought tickets to my show, and she came last year and she was a vendor.
Talk about it, King.
Oh yeah.
If you already bought tickets to my show, and you and I ain't even come to your show yet, why wouldn't I support you?
That's right. I mean, that's what this is about.
Yeah, and it's for the kids, Because last year because I love kids, man. Kids are very innocent. They're the ones that if they make a mistake, you can forgive the mistake versus an adult. Adult will be like, okay, I'm on drugs. Help me get clean. You give them some money. We don't know if they're actually getting clean, right? But a kid, you give them some money for book bags, whatever. So I think her kids, they did a sponsorship. And I was like, hey, whatever. I'll just buy the sponsorship. I knew I couldn't make it go. And I sponsored some of her kids.
That's dope.
I never met him. I don't know him, never met him, but it comes from here. It wasn't about the trophy, you know what I mean? It was about the fact that, because our club, and Miss Tia, you're going to see that when you come to my show. We give scholarships to our kids at $3,000. And there was a kid that's 4 years old that is dying. And we're trying to find one more cure for this kid who has a rare cancer. And it's sad when a mother and a father looks at their child and the child is going to die because we don't have a cure. So I'm going to donate money as much as I can to them. But you see, this is why we do car shows. This is why I travel, because when I travel, guess what? You guys come to
network.
Exactly.
And it's reciprocal. Yep.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, King. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, everything you bring to Atlanta. You are honorary ATLian, and
I need my
we
patch,
appreciate
man.
you.
I need my patch. I need my patch.
We got
Yeah.
you.
We appreciate you also supporting Atlanta Carcast for sure.
I appreciate y'all too, man. Y'all be having dope concerts. And so I'll be seeing Queen Kong moving around. Actually, I've seen her in Indiana for the
Indianapolis.
and I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
she was just sitting up on this big old. She got this big old truck, and I'm like, damn, she like way up there. And by the time I could introduce myself, she just started rolling away.
Oh man,
you'll see her on Saturday. You'll see her on Saturday.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, but I gotta go. I gotta be on the road here in a minute because, like I said, I'm gonna be in Atlanta tomorrow, man, and we're gonna have a good time. And
that's right.
I appreciate you guys and everything that you guys do, man. Thank you.
Thank you,
brother.
We got another comment in Instagram. Smiley Tracy B said she's gained a whole new family in the car scene, and she's not in any of our leagues. And I want to say to you, Tracy, that your car is dope, and we appreciate you. And not only do we appreciate your car, we appreciate what you do for a living. She is a EMT, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that they don't get paid enough for what they do.
They don't.
In cities like Atlanta, where there's accidents every single day. I mean, we live in a neighborhood where there's an intersection that literally has a car accident almost every day. And I just want to say thank you for what you do. And we appreciate people who watch our show from all over. She's not in Atlanta. I think she's in Florida, and watches the show. So we appreciate you for that. Well, yeah. Steven, Silver Bullet, super shout out to you as well. You've always been a huge supporter of us. His Jeep is amazing if you've never seen it. Hopefully he'll be out on Saturday as well. I think we're going to have a great showing on Saturday. I'm excited. I'm one of the judges, so I'll see y'all.
That's what's up. I'm gonna show my age real quick. This is one of those weather storms that your mama told you to unplug the phone and turn off the light. Turn the lights off. It's raining outside.
We got a lot of shows coming up that we were gonna talk about, but because the weather is really bad, I'll post them all on Instagram tomorrow. So we've got shows all the way from this Saturday all the way through August that we will post this weekend. So be on the lookout for that on Instagram.
Yes, and they're also on AtlantaCastNetwork.com. And if you have not been to AtlantaCastNetwork.com, please go to AtlantaCastNetwork.com. You will see all the shows, where we're going to be, where we're going to be popping up at if you want to meet us in person. We will be in the building throughout this weekend. Hopefully we can get to as much stuff as possible. Yeah, it's been great. Skip's power went out, so that's why he disappeared. But yeah, if you don't know how to donate to all of these people, whether it's Beyond the Ribbon or International Young Chefs, hit us up. We can show you how to get in touch with them. Or if you want to send it to us, we can send it to them. So without further ado, please support these cause. See us in these streets. Queen Kong gonna be in the city, bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
I need you to blow his glasses off, Queen Kong. Blow the glasses off.
I'm not getting in that truck. I'm not doing that.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
when
it.
When I was 10 years old, I took a subwoofer, a Pioneer subwoofer, and wired it into 1985 something. It was a Cavalier or something. So I've been installing speakers since a very young age. And
please stop.
I can't hear.
Stop.
I can't hear now.
Oh, he really can't hear. He can't hear. That
I can't
might
hear.
be fact.
I cannot hear. So I've been in the subwoofers and all of that stuff for a long time, and now I can't hear, so I can't do that. Right.
So you got to get in it.
So he still needs to get in it. He can't hear anyway. He might as well, right?
Right. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. International Young Chefs. Boom. International Young Chefs. Boom. Let's Boogie. Beyond the Ribbon. Boom. I'm going to breeze through these real fast. If I'm breezing through yours, it is not my fault. I'm trying to get out of here before the storm really hits. Legends Edition, second annual pod car show. Take a screenshot. That's Saturday, April 19th. Elite Ladies and Men of Banks. That one is May 3rd, shortly approaching. Take a screenshot. Moving on. My Sister's Keeper. I'm going to keep this one on the screen a little bit longer. This one is near and dear to our heart. This is all the ladies representing, ladies only. So the men's is.
No, it's not. We got men too.
Support too.
Pay attention to the flyer.
My Sister's. Okay. I was
Pay
getting
attention
to
to
that.
the flyer. Okay, go ahead.
Going so fast.
Go
Okay,
ahead. You
moving
got
on.
it.
This one's May 10th. Ladies and men's is Mother's Day edition. So bring your mamas and your mothers to this one. May Day, we already talked about this one. May Day Dukes and Boots trail ride, stepping competition. If you need fans, Skip's got them on deck. I don't know the prices. Skip, if you need to get in touch with Skip, holler at us. If you need a fan,
custom fans
on deck for all you trail riders and boots on the ground people. Elite Click of Atlanta. This one is a new one. Shout out to this new crew, Elite Click 3 Atlanta. Their show is Sunday, May 18th. Shout out to friends of the show. This is Jacqueline Hyde and Mr. Hyde, right?
Yeah, Mrs. J. Hyde, and they're the Texas club. This is the Atlanta club for that club.
Shout out to them. This is benefiting the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So another good cause. These are the shows that we represent. This is also presented by Walmart. So this one's going to be huge. It's going to be going down in Milton, Georgia, May 18th. Keep an eye on this one. More to come on this one. 5-Star Corvettes is still in the building with their car show. Now we're into June. Don't forget, Theme Cars Are Us is back like they never left. What's the date on this one?
June 7th. Yeah.
Pensacola, Florida. Culture Festival, 4th annual. This one's June 7th. Hosted by Greg Street. Face ass. Keys to the City. June 22nd. We now have a date. June 22nd, Keys to the City, Part 5. And I'm hearing, I ain't going to tell nobody, but I'm hearing that the live performance for this show, you are not going to want to miss it. I don't know when
you got to bring a car. Just come see the show.
Pull up. This is a great car show. It's going to be great performances, great vibes, everything. My God, shout out to Bled. And prayers up for Jackie, too. Speaking of Bled, prayers up for Jackie. Say a silent prayer. Give yourself several seconds alone and send a prayer for an extended car club family member who's struggling for her life right now. So we pray for you in the name of Jesus that you will stay with us as long as you possibly can. Prayers up for Jackie. We will ride for her in life and in death. So shout out to her. Rep Your Car Show. Y'all already know about this on Saturday, June 28th.
Dope girl Nay. Yeah, I got her shirt on.
Waterboro, South Carolina. So we don't just talk about Atlanta shows. We all over the place. We got shows we represent in Texas, South Carolina,
Ohio,
everywhere.
Florida.
Ohio. Yeah. Beachfront Street Kings is coming up. My guy was just on this one talking about that one. This one is July 12th.
It's a 2-day event, the 11th and the 12th.
Yep. So that one's going to be huge. That one is in Ohio, correct?
Yep, that's in Ohio.
All right. And last but certainly not least, August 16th. Who's that?
Hey. August. There's a theme that y'all not seeing all these ladies things going on here.
Taking over.
Ladies is taking over for the 2025 and the
for the 99 and the 2000.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So if you didn't take a screenshot, please cruise on to Atlanta Cast Network for a lot of these up and coming shows. We try not to put everything on there because it kind of like bogs it down. But the immediate future shows, specifically the ones that are in April and May, are definitely on the website. You can check it out. If you pull up in town this week, please be safe. Be careful out there in these streets. Watch the pollen. Watch your hydration and drink some water. This is Atlanta Carcast. I go by the name of Mr. That's TJ. Skip Power went out. Queen Kong, Nighthawk. I don't know where he at. He wasn't even in the chat. Somebody find him. Put an APB out on him. He finna get fired. No call, no show. It's over with. I'm telling you. I ain't gonna put up with